Brushflies, welcome back to my channel Brushfly MUA. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mercedes. I'm the face behind Brushfly MUA, and if you are new, please remember to hit that subscribe button. I am doing a giveaway at 100 subscribers, and if you're not new, hi, welcome back. So today's video is another makeup tag. This is the A to Z alphabet makeup tag, but eyeshadow palette edition. So I'm pretty sure Jen Phelps created this tag. I saw it on Kelly Gooch's channel, and it's where you select an eyeshadow palette that starts with each letter of the alphabet. I have quite a vast collection of eyeshadows, so I have really put myself to the test to try and find them all in alphabetical order. So yeah, it's mad. So for ABH Alyssa Edwards palette. So I recently did a 1 week one palette review on this. This is actually a stunning eyeshadow palette. I really enjoy the colour story. You can have it really vibrant, you can sort of dampen it down with the white shade and make it more pastel looking. A lot of people sort of bash ABH and their formula, but I find this one really nice. I haven't tried any of their other eyeshadows, so maybe the formula's not great on those, but this one I really enjoy. For B, you will have to excuse the state of the palette, but this is the Kylie Cosmetics times Balmain palette. I actually really love this. It has a really nice sort of pastel hue to it, and it's just really pretty, and I really enjoy the metallic shades in this. The pink shade does come out more purpley than pink at the top, the matte shade, but it pairs really nicely with the pink and the purple shade that are shimmery down the bottom. So this is a really nice palette. I'm really glad that I got it, and I would recommend it to people, but I don't think you can get it anymore, so I do like it. I'm glad it's in my collection. I do find though with the Kylie Cosmetics packaging though, when it gets grubby, it's really hard to make it clean again. I don't know why. It's happened with my Cocoa Round Free palette as well, but yeah. For the letter C, we have the Maybelline City Mini palette. So this one I recently reviewed in my Maybelline Made Me Buy It video. It is a cute little neutrals palette. I did find it very chalky and very powdery to work with, but it's a cute little palette. I did struggle to use it, but in the end I liked the look I came up with. It's not my favourite neutral palette in my collection, but it's a nice neutral palette, and I think because of the texture and the formula of the product, I'm probably going to go through it quite quickly if I decided to pan it. So yeah, nice but not my favourite. For the letter D, we have Distortion from Wet n Wild. This is a tiny little baby palette, and it has one shade in there, and it is a glittery shade. I don't know if this is from one of their old collections, and it's going to be like that Vaseline formula with glitter in. I'm hoping not, but it could possibly be that way, so I haven't used it yet. It does say for face and body only. But you know, I'll give it a go when I get round to it. For E, I have the Revolution times Soph Extra Spice palette. I love this. This is one of my favourite palettes. It's the first one I got from Revolution and the first thing I bought because Soph made me buy it. Yeah, I really like it. The mattes and the shimmers in here are beautiful, stunning. You can create really nice neutral looks, but also with pops of colour. So I do really like this one. I would recommend it if you are looking to buy something from Revolution but you don't know what to buy. This one is a great palette, and it's good for beginners because it's easy to use and it's not one that you've got to play around with and get to know. Some other palettes I've got from Revolution, you really have to get to know it before you can make a really good eye look. So this one is great. G, I have the Morphe x Manny MUA Glam palette. This one I've had in my collection for a long time. I reviewed it on my old channel. I haven't reviewed it on this one. I probably should, because I would actually really like to declutter this one, which is such a shame because it does look really nice. It looks like a nice neutral palette, but for me it just didn't work how I expected it to, so I would like to pass it on, but I need to review it on this channel before I can do that. So, not my favourite. Okay, for H, I have the Revolution and Harley Quinn palette. I hope you can see it, the plastic packaging is still on it because I only received it today. I was actually going to put the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions in because obviously it's Huda Beauty. But I think the Harley Quinn one would suit H much better. So yeah, really looking forward to using this. Haven't tried it yet. It looks absolutely stunning. This is actually the first time I've opened it and looked at it as well, and it looks really, really beautiful. Those metallic-y shimmer shades. Really excited to try that, so watch out, that video will be up hopefully soon. Do you know what, I'm pretty sure I missed out F. So let's just skip back a little bit and we have F. So this is the Revolution Relove Fantasy eyeshadow palette. I love this so much. This is such a good quality eyeshadow palette for cheap as chips. Like, I think it was only £4 or £5, like that's nothing. It is so good. I've panned this one, hit pan on this one. It is a stunning little palette. So this is the fantasy one. I would definitely buy it again. When I've run out, if they still sell it, I'm buying another one because that purple shade, beautiful. So now I have caught up with myself, I'm now back on I. So I'm going to use the Kaleidoscopic Dreams by Tiffany MUA, or otherwise known as Illumin Arty. You can see what I've done there. So this is her collab with Makeup Obsession. This is a stunning rainbow eyeshadow palette. I really, really enjoy this. I have hit pan on a shade. It's really, really good for like playful makeup, or if you do a lot of like face paint makeup, like from Glow Up. This is a really good palette to use. The pigments are beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. I love this. For J, I have the Friends Times Revolution Joey palette. So this I have not used, or have I used? It doesn't look like I've used it. I probably haven't. I have so many eyeshadow palettes in my collection I need to use. This does look really pretty and stunning. The colour story did throw me a little bit. Like, I really get like the sort of red, orange, yellow, golden neutral shade, but this one green really, really throws me. So I haven't used it yet, but hopefully I will give it a go one day. For K, I have the Kylie Cosmetics Cocoa eyeshadow palette. This is a really nice neutral eyeshadow palette. I love the formula. It's really, really good. I haven't used it as much as some of my other eyeshadow palettes, and it's been in my collection for quite a long time, but I do like it. I do enjoy it. I do hope to be able to pull it out and use it a bit more. I haven't really showcased any of my Kylie Cosmetics stuff on my channel as of yet. I'm thinking of doing like a was that haul worth it on some of my Kylie Cosmetics stuff, so that is K. For L, I have the Revolution Lights On. So this one, it lights up, it has like little LEDs there. I got this for Valentine's Day, or was it Mother's Day? I think it was Mother's Day, from my husband and my children. It's an absolutely stunning eyeshadow palette, and I love the packaging. It's really sort of luxe and luxurious. So yeah, it's not the cheapest palette from Revolution. It's quite an expensive one, but it is a really nice palette. For the letter M, I have the e.l.f. Mint Melt Mint to Be palette. I love this. It's actually stunning. Kelly Gooch made me buy this because I was watching her channel. I got a bit addicted to her channel. I actually really love her channel. She's really, really cool. But she used this quite a lot, and she actually raved about it so much. I was like, I need to try it. I spotted it in my local Superdrug and bought it. I did do a 1 week 1 palette review on this as well, and it's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. So for the letter N, I have the Revolution Time Sebile Night to Night palette. So this is a really interesting palette. it has some really good glitter shades, but it also has a weird Vaseline and glitter shade. I don't really like the Vaseline glitter ones, but the actual glitter ones are really, really stunning. The shimmer shades and the matte shades are so gorgeous. So this is a lovely, lovely palette, and it has some of my favourite packaging. Like, I love this. It looks actually really stunning. So yeah, really, really like this. For the letter O, I have the Revolution Mini Chocolate Bar palette in chocolate orange. So I haven't used it. I do actually really like the Revolution chocolate, or I Heart Revolution chocolate formulas. They are really, really good. I just haven't got around to using this. The colour story is a bit, I don't know what to do with it. But I do have some of their chocolate lip glosses that I do want to do sort of like a video where I use like the mint chocolate chip and the orange chocolate chip and then pair them with their lip gloss. So I might do that eventually, but yeah, I have it in my collection. For the letter P, I have the Profusion Pro Starter Kit. So this looks very grubby. It has been in storage, so it's a bit dusty, but it is a cute little set that has multiple layers to it. So you have like different layers of eyeshadows, and then you sort of, where do I slide that? Oh, you slide that way, slide that way, and then you also have like lips down here. So yeah, definitely a really good starter kit. You get so much in there. I do actually like the Profusion formula. I need to get this out and use it because I literally used it a handful of times and then I've not used it again because I have so much stuff. Yeah, it's a nice little thing. I found this in TK Maxx the other year and it was really, really good price for like what you get. But I think Profusion are really good value for money anyway. But yeah, I would like to try some more stuff from them. Q for Queen. So I don't actually have a palette, but I have a shade. So this is from the Makeup Obsession times Belle Jorden palette, and this is the shade Queen that was in that palette. So that's the only thing I have with Q. Cheating a little bit, but you know. For the letter R, I have the Revolution times Roxy Colour Burst palette. I'm not a fan of this one. I would like to declutter this one, but I need to use it on this channel to show you guys why I don't like it before I declutter it. I might do a was that haul worth it with this one. The liquid lips I love from this collection. This eyeshadow palette, the pastel shades do not really work. The pink and the purple, you have to mix them together to make them show up on your eyelids. It's just, I found it really pants. Compared to like my Soph one, which I absolutely adore and love, this one was such a fail for me. But I mean, it's not horrendous, but it's not my favourite palette, and I do want to declutter it. There's no point in me keeping it if I don't like it. Okay, so for S, I have the Colourpop times Sailor Moon palette. I love this. It's so stunning and pretty. I do have to say the Colourpop formula is not my favourite formula, but it works and it's okay. The purple shades in this are my favourite. They are the best shades in here, but I do like it. It's a very cute little playful palette. Yeah, it just, I don't know what that was. There was like a bit in it, like a hard bit of eyeshadow in that shade up there. But you know, even if I didn't like the formula 100%, I would still keep this just for the packaging because I love Sailor Moon. Like, that is my teenage years and my childhood at its best. Not my favourite formula, but I like it. It's okay. Maybe I need to try more Colourpop to see whether it's just that one I'm not overly keen on, or whether it's Colourpop in general. So for the letter T, I have the Tatti Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 1. I actually love this. So I got this for my 30th birthday from my husband and my children. I've hit pan on many shades, especially the glitter shades. They are stunning. Yeah, one of my favourite formulas for eyeshadow. It's just so damn good. I love it. I will do a review on this as well soon, because obviously I haven't reviewed this one on my channel, but I do really enjoy this. I absolutely love it, so that's tea. For you, I have the number 7 Ultimate Eye Palette. My nan gave me this and I have not used it. I think because it is all sort of like pastel-y shimmer shades or metallic shades, but there's no matte shades to go with it, so there's nothing in here that I feel I can create like a look with. Like normally I'd put a matte in the crease and then a metallic shade on top, and I could do that by using another palette, but I like to just grab one palette and go. I haven't used it yet. I'm gonna keep it though because my nan gave it to me, so that's you. For the letter V, I have the I Heart Revolution Violet Crush Mini Chocolate Palette. This is stunning. The purple shades in this are beautiful. I would say it's as good as, like, almost as good as Jeffree Star's formula. I used to have some of his palettes, but I depotted them when I fell out of love with him and his brand. But I think this is stunning, absolutely stunning. I don't know whether you can buy this separately or whether it came in a set. I think it came in a set, but it is so stunning. It's actually flipping gorgeous. So yeah, I mean, I love the I Heart Revolution chocolate formula anyway, but this one really good. For the letter W, I have the Revolution Pro Wild Onyx eyeshadow palette. So this is a little quad. I do really like the look of it. It looks really bougie, expensive and gorgeous. I like the 3D wave effect on the actual eyeshadows themselves, but I have so many eyeshadow palettes. I am thinking of keeping this for when I do my giveaway. But yeah, it does look really stunning, a bit like a zebra, but you know, that's W. For X, I have the xxxx Revolution XS Luxe. That's a lot of X's. I haven't used this. I got this in a gift set near Christmas time or just after Christmas. I have to say I wasn't overly impressed with the xxxx Revolution formula. I had another palette that I used. I've decluttered that, given it to my children. This one I'm going to keep and put into the giveaway when I reach 100 subscribers. It might work for someone else. I personally don't like the formula, but someone else might really enjoy it. So I haven't touched it, I haven't used it because I thought someone else might like it better than me. So yeah, near to the end. So for Y, I have the Revolution x Bratz Yasmin palette. I really liked the formula of this. I'm pretty sure when I reviewed this I said it was one of the best formulas from Revolution to come out or be in a palette so far, so I did really enjoy this. It's a nice palette. It's not one I gravitate towards all the time, but if I'm feeling like I want a bit extra, I want to feel good, I grab this. And I also really like the bougie packaging. I mean, not many eyeshadow palettes are that shape, are they? But yeah, I do like this. Very nostalgic, very cute. And finally, we have reached the letter Z, which is for Morphe x Maddie Ziegler. So this is her Imagination palette. Very cute, very colourful. I am going to do a was that haul worth it on this one as well, because I haven't showed this on this channel. Like I said, I don't really buy from Morphe, or was that in the past video? I filmed a few videos today, so I'm thinking, did I say that in this video or another video? But with Morphe, I don't really tend to buy from them anymore because some of the people they work with can be a bit troublesome. So this was like the last one I bought from Morphe, but I did really enjoy it and I really like the shades. The pastels work very well, and the brights. I mean, I say pastels, I'd say like the blue comes out quite pastel-y and the purple, but the other two are quite bright. And it's sort of like you've got a colourful section and a neutral section, which I really like. So yeah, that is Z, or Z. So that is the A to Z alphabet makeup tag eyeshadow edition. My room looks a proper state, where I have literally just pulled everything apart to get all these eyeshadows out. I have had so much fun filming this and having a look through. Obviously I wanted to film it now because if I hit 100 subscribers, the ones that I've not used I want to put into the giveaway. So I thought, well, while they're still in my collection, I can use them for the alphabet tag. When they're not in my collection anymore, I can't use them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to join in with this tag, then I tag you. I would love to see what alphabet makeup you guys can come up with. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.